Hey guys, this is Sandy, your licensed realtor and lender here in Central Florida. I want to do a video today on how can I get low interest rate to purchase a home in 2023. So if I'm looking to buy a home in 2023. So if I'm looking to buy a home in 2023, how do I get low interest rate, right? Because the big stigma is, I don't know if I should buy, the interest rate is so high. The person I know of that's given the lowest interest rate that will work with you to give you low interest rate and discounted upgrades are a builder. Builders are building in Central Florida and all over the US, I'm pretty sure, and they have to sell. They already are, they already bought the land, they're already building, they can't retract that, so they want to sell. And because they want to sell, they're in the business of selling a home. They're not in the business of building the home and letting the home sit. So a lot of our builders are given crazy incentives right now, and that's one of the things I'd be looking at if I was thinking of buying a home. How do you find the builders that's giving you the lowest interest rate possible? Like, not all the builders are going to be doing the same thing. Some builders give more incentive than others. Here's the kicker. If you're good with new construction, which is what I would be looking at if I was in the market to buy right now. If you're doing new construction, here's how the builders work, guys. Here's a builder's secret. I'm gonna tell you what the builder's secrets are. They want to sell the home now. So the closer you are to buying the home now, the more incentive they're gonna get. Each builder has to make what they call, they have their quotas every month and they have their quotas every quarter, right? Now, we have gone away from the busy, crazy market where they were only releasing 2 lots a month or 3 lots a month. That's gone. So if you're going to a builder, the first thing you want to ask them is, do you have any inventory or do you have any spec homes? What does that mean? That means the builder and their team already came together. They figure out the most popular upgrades that are on certain homes, and they're going to build a spec home or inventory home with that in mind, which means you may not be able to choose everything in the home if you're going to buy inventory or spec home, but it's going to have most of the popular upgrades. So the builder is going to say to themselves, okay, we have 5 models that we're building in this community. We have model A, B, C, D, E, right? We have 5 models. We realized by selling these homes that model C, as an example, is our most popular model. So we're going to do a spec home or inventory home on model C, whatever that model is. Maybe it's a 4-bedroom, 3-bath, I don't know. So let's say it's model C. The builder is going to come with their team and they're going to say, okay, most people that buy model 3 always want to have a gourmet kitchen. They always want Korean quartz counters, or maybe granite counters, depending. They always want to have all hard floors on the ground level, or maybe they always want to have all art floors. They always want to have under counter lighting, whatever it is. They're going to come up with that. They're going to build that home, which means the builder is building their home based upon a spec. They're creating their own spec, so to speak. So when they build that home, and you go to the development, you're gonna say, hey, listen, I'm looking to buy a home. Do you have any spec or do you have any inventory homes for sale? They're gonna say to you, yeah, we have these on the sheet and these are all the upgrades. They might give you a sheet with maybe 4 or 5 different homes on it, and it's gonna tell you the price they're asking and what the upgrades are. You could choose from that sheet, or you could say, you know what, no, I want to build my home from scratch, and they'll have you build a home from scratch. But if you build a home from scratch, you're going to have less incentives because the home is not out of the ground yet. So they're going to also watch the market to see what they want to do with those homes. So if you really want to get low interest rates, you want to buy the builder's inventory homes or their spec homes, right? Sometimes they may have a spec home that's not starting to build yet. They might say, you know what, we're about to release these lots, and these lots that we're going to be releasing, we're going to put a few spec homes on them. These are the spec homes. If you choose one of these spec homes, we will pay $20,000 towards your closing costs, or we will buy down your interest rate by 2 points or whatever it is they say. They're going to give you the best deal on those homes. So when you go to new construction communities, that's the first thing you want to know. Do you have any inventory? Do you have any spec homes? The second thing you want to know is, do you have any home that is about to come back on the market? Meaning a buyer was buying that home and for some reason they can't close, right? Their financing fell through or whatever it is, and the builder is about to get that property back. With those kind of homes, the builder is going to give even more incentives because they don't want to get the home back. They want the home to close. The only thing with those homes are you're going to have to close. Like they'll tell you, like, yeah, we have a home that's about to come back on the market. If it come back on the market, we need to close it in 60 days. So if you're able to close in 60 days, boom, you got it. Same thing with the spec or the inventory homes. If they say, okay, we have a spec home, it's going to close in 3 to 4 months, for an example. Can you close in 3 to 4 months? Absolutely, I could close in 3 to 4 months. Okay, great. Now, in order for you to get the builder's incentives and for them to pay your interest rate down, you have to use their preferred lenders. There's no way around it. Use their preferred lender, close on the home. If you have a favorite lender, you're like, but I really want to use my lender? Hey, close with the preferred lender, get all the incentives you could get. You could always refinance later to another loan or to another program. So this is how you work with builders. You look for their inventory home. And if you're an investor, this is a great way to buy investment properties as well. You look for the inventory home, look for the spec home, and also look to see if there's any home about to come back on the market. The ones that are about to come back on the market, like somebody was buying it and the deal fell apart, they're going to want those to close quickly because more than likely those homes are very close to closing. And that's the only way the financing could fall apart is if the person's within 60 to 90 days of closing, maybe even sometime 30 days towards closing. So if you get that kind of home, they're going to pay your interest rate and give you way more incentive because they really just want to get rid of the home. Okay? This is how you do it. Now, let's say you want to buy some new construction homes to rent them out. You want to invest, right? The best way to do that, you have two different things you could do. Number one is you could do what is called a leaseback. What's a leaseback? A leaseback is where the builder will build a model home, but they want somebody to buy the home from them so they could rent it back. And they'll keep the home for like 2 or 3 years or however long it takes for them to sell that development out. Let's say they're building a development with 100 homes, and they want to have 2 model homes because they want to show you what the home is going to look like. So they build a 2 model home, but they don't want their money tied up in those 2 homes because they don't get the money until they sell it. So they'll get an investor to buy these 2 homes, right? And then the builder will say, I'm going to sell you the home. You're going to get everything that's in it. It's all completely 100% upgraded because it's a model home. And we're going to rent it back from you for like 3 years because it might take them 3 years to build the 100 home as an example. And then at the end of the 3 years, we're going to turn the home back over to you and we're going to do all the modification. Because as you know, with most model homes, they always convert the garage to offices, right? So if you bought the model home from them and the builder is renting back from you, at the end of the 3 years, the end of the lease term, they're going to convert the office back to a garage. So that's also one of the ways of getting into investment properties. But if you're looking to buy your primary residence, maybe you're looking to sell one home and buy another home, or you're just looking to buy a home for the first time, or you might be looking for a second home, new construction in today's market is a good way to go because you're going to get the lowest interest rate. Another thing is finding motivated sellers that may be okay with helping you to buy down your interest rate, right? So based upon the price point, because some price points are still selling fast, don't get it twisted. Some price points are still selling fast. We're still getting multiple offers on some properties. But let's say you're in a price point where things are not selling that great. The home has been in the market for like say over 100 days, for an example. Maybe you could talk with your agent and have the agent talk with the listing agent to see if the seller is open to helping a buyer pay down their interest rate. Maybe they are. Maybe they might help with your closing costs and also help you to buy down some points to get your interest rate. But the buyer, you have to talk to your lender and say, hey, if I found a seller that's willing to help me pay down my interest rate, what would be the best way? What would be the best way to approach this? Because there's different ways to approaching it. So to get your interest rate lowered in 2023, you want to look for builders. You want to look for inventory homes, spec homes, or homes that are about to come back on the market by the builder, right? And you also want to look for motivated sellers who are looking to sell who will help you to pay down your interest rate. Those are the 2 best ways to get your interest rate lowered in this market. And your best probability is going to be with the builder because the builder does not want to get these homes stuck on them. And the quicker you are to close and be okay with buying a spec or inventory home, the best deal you're going to get. As usual, you can always give us a call or send us a text, and we could arrange to do a Zoom call with you where we could go over all these different programs and exactly how they work. My number should be here down below. Otherwise, it's 407-791-4713. Send us a text, give us a call, and say, hey, I watched your video. I'm interested in buying a home in 2023, but I don't want to pay a high interest rate. What is the best way for me to go about not doing that? And I will definitely talk with you, consult with you, and let you know, based upon the area you're in, your best approach. Thank you so much for watching this video, guys, and I'll see you on the next one.